But first, let's dive into this event happening on Thursday. There's a forum that's happening in San Francisco on addiction recovery. Panelists with wide experience in public health will be there to talk about what works against a problem that's challenged city officials and local nonprofits for many, many years. So joining us now is Dr. Larry Kwan, the CEO of the St. Anthony Foundation, co-hosting this week's forum. Dr. Kwan, great to see you today. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you, Max, for having me here. I'm very excited to be here to talk about the addiction issues, and St. Anthony's is very excited to be part of hosting this.
Absolutely. So what would you say is the first challenge, really, for somebody who may not even believe that they can recover from addiction?
I mean, I think you named it there, Max. The first challenge is believing that change is possible. And that's both from the community and from the individual. As a physician, I've taken care of active injection drug users for 20 plus years. And what I've observed that addiction often grows from shame and the belief that I don't matter. Recovery starts with knowing you are valued and worthy. At St. Anthony's, it begins with dignity, a meal, free clothing, a shower offered with respect. This is what helps people believe they are worth the effort of recovery.
The belief component, huge, and that goes beyond addiction. That goes into so many facets of life, really.
That's right.
So providers on the ground, many of them say that it's important to combine both expertise, but also the so-called lived experience with somebody who is dealing with addiction. How can you tell when something is working?
Well, as you described, you need both evidence and experience. Evidence provides the proven tools. Lived experience brings the wisdom about what's going to work for each individual. It's never about the tools. It's always about the person and their journey. And you know it works when you see that person's engagement and effort.
So at the forum on Thursday, there will be city leaders there who are trying to tackle this problem. Do you think they'll be receptive to this view, the idea that it's an individually focused care rather than a one-size-fits-all mechanism?
Absolutely. You know, I'm encouraged and have seen the city leaders start to lean in. Both the director of public health and the chief of homelessness and family services are joining our forum. They're listening to providers and people with lived experience. And that's how this starts. Honest dialogue about a complex situation. And of course, the words are going to have to be followed up with actions and resources. But the start is always dialogue.
So there are pending federal cuts. Gosh, words are a little hard sometimes at this hour in the morning. Pending federal cuts to programs like Medicaid, for example. Are you concerned that that's going to reduce access to treatment for people who really are in need of it?
Yes, absolutely. And it's tragic. You know, recovery is a resource-intensive activity. As I described, it's rehabilitating the whole person. And budgets theoretically should reflect those values. San Francisco has heart, but a city can't solve it by itself. At St. Anthony's, we're going to keep living our values and serving as a bridge towards a more greater, kinder future. And that's our hope.
There are so many keys and pieces to this puzzle. One of them, outreach. Larry, if you could just speak to somebody at home, maybe they have a family member or a friend who is in the throes of addiction right now, who needs some assistance and needs some help. Where would you tell them to look?
Well, I mean, the family at home. I would say first, the challenge of being a family member is to take care of themselves as they accompany them on their journey. Then to take care of your loved one and to not give up hope, to keep engaging them because they're part of the recovery. And then to find resources like at St. Anthony's. You come to our place and we will connect you to what we have to offer. There are many places they can go to, but one of them would be St. Anthony's. And you can find us at stanthonysSF.org. We'll do what we can And then there are larger systems like the city. But yeah, to your point, addiction isn't just someone else's problems. It touches all of us in some ways. And recovery flourishes when people feel they belong and are loved. And that's going to require all of us, including the city, to invest so that we can be that kind of city.
Dr. Larry Kwan, thank you so much for your expertise this morning. The Addiction Recovery Forum happens on Thursday at 3:30 at the UC Law Auditorium. You can find more about St. Anthony's on their website, stanthonysf.org. That includes ways to donate or volunteer. Again, Dr. Kwan, thank you for your expertise this morning.
Thank you, Max.
Absolutely. We appreciate it.